different rules of probability, the addition, the multiplication, and the total probability rule, along with the Bayes theorem. Now actually starts the space called as the probability distributions world. Right? Probability is whatever we have discussed in the probability, it is for an individual event. Right? Probability of getting a tail, or probability of getting some number on the dice. Now, when I apply it to the real world, we are more and more bothered about distribution in the probabilities. Like, let's say, if I toss a coin 2 times, what is the probability of getting 0 heads, 1 head, 2 heads? All possible occurrences and their corresponding probabilities. That is what we actually called as probability distribution. So the whole application of the probability is through these probability distributions itself. They are nothing but any event that we are doing. Let's say I'm having a set of policies, right? What is the probability that a given policy that I am taken will have a claim of more than 1 lakh? What is the probability that a policy will have a claim between, let's say, 50,000 to 1 lakh? What is the probability that the policy will have a claim between 20,000 to 50,000? Below 20,000. So, based on the data, I'm making a kind of a tabular form, right? So, that is what we associate to what we call as probability distributions. Finding out all possible values when a particular experiment is conducted, find out all the possible values along with their corresponding probabilities. So that is what will to do that. Then the next chapter, typically this is the 3rd chapter we are dealing with. The 4th chapter actually is a list of all the probability distributions which we are going to use. Almost 15 different kinds of probability distributions are what are being discussed in the next one. Something like a binomial distribution, normal distribution. There are good number of distributions, out of which at least 15 of them we are going to discuss in the next chapter. But to make ourselves comfortable to understand those distributions, some of the basic concepts are very much required. And that is what is this chapter called random variables discussing on. As the word itself is saying, we are talking about random variable. Any variable which can take any value which is more random in nature. Which means I'm not sure what value it can take. Let's say when I throw a dice, I know that it can take either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I don't know which one will come. In a random basis, one of those 6 values are going to come. That means when I throw a dice, getting a value on the dice, I can call it as a random variable. A random variable x is nothing but getting a 1, getting a 2, getting a 3, getting a 4, 5, 6. Let's say when I throw a coin 2 times, when I toss a coin 2 times, I don't know whether I will get 0 heads or 1 head or 2 heads. Any of them are possible. So I may say getting